believe in you, holding on to you. Come on, holding on, and I know you will never fail. I want all of you. You never change your love. Won't let me down. Your love won't let me. What's up, everybody? Welcome to YTH United Online. So glad you guys are here with us today. If you're with the watch party, go ahead and stand to your feet and worship our God together tonight with us. Come on, let's sing it out. Your love won't let me. Your love won't let me. When I was searching, your love was never far. You made a way to get to me. You were the whisper leading me to your heart. Forever I belong to you. Now I can see clearly, my God, you were for me. You won't let go. Your love won't let me down. And I know it's true. Yeah, I know that your love is all around. I believe in you, holding on to you. Hey, holding on, and I know you will never fail. I want all of you. You never change your love. Won't let me down. Your love won't. Let's go. Your love won't let me. Your love won't let me. Right when I need you, you listen as I pray. You leave the 99 for me. You paint the sky with promises of your grace. So I would find my way to you. Now I can see clearly, my God, you were for me. You won't let go. Your love won't let me down. And I know it's true. Yeah, I know that your love is all around. I believe in you, holding on to you, holding on, and I know you will never fail. I want all of you. You never change your love. Won't let me down. Your love won't. Let's go. No, your love won't let me. Your love won't let me down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to YTH United Online. What's up? We're so glad you're here with us. My name is Ross.
And I'm Joel, and you look ridiculous.
Listen, they'll be hating. The theme is decades, okay? And so I decided to go all out.
What decade are you a part of?
I got
right
like
now?
the early 90s grunge vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was going with. What are you doing over here?
I mean, mine's clear though, because like 50s greaser, like.
Okay, but I have to acknowledge
You know.
the fact that this man did not say greaser in run-throughs. He said the word greaser, like with a Z.
All right, some of us make mistakes
It's
every once in a
unbelievable.
while, but
Joel,
it's
you
fine.
better shape up, okay?
Okay. Wow. There it is. Yep. There it is. There it is.
Hey, the theme for this YTH United is decades. We're so glad you're here. Shout out to all of our watch parties, all of our groups.
That's right.
Everybody watching maybe on our YouTube channel right now in the chat. Let us know what grade you're in. We want to know. We want to know.
Whether you're in middle school, high school, Maybe even like we have some of us that are watching at the West Campus right now.
That's right. West Campus, what's up?
Shout out to the West Campus crew.
Also, shout out to our Newburgh campus as well. Let us know what campus you are a part of. Man, the reason why we're harping on grade levels is because it's a new school year.
It is a new school year.
School is either already started for you or it's about to start.
And you know what that means, Ross? That means that we have a fresh group of 6th graders.
That's right. What's up? Welcome 6th graders.
6th graders. You're officially a part of youth.
You are official. You're a part.
That's
Official,
right.
Official.
Official?
Yeah, I don't know.
Also,
we got seniors.
Seniors.
2020 is your year.
2020.
Seniors,
right now is your senior year.
I don't care what anybody else says. 2020 is your year. I mean, 2020 is when
Class of 2021.
2021 is when you're graduating. But you get what we're saying. Hey, also, maybe you're new around here. This is your first time joining us, or maybe your first time back.
Welcome. Just take out your phone for a second and text the word FIRST to the number 812-432-1819.
Yes, pull out your cellular device. It could be a flip phone. If we're
like
talking
a Razor, Motorola Razor.
We're talking about decades. Maybe people went all out. You
Maybe
have
like
no
a
idea.
rotary phone.
Remember the home phones with the little
with the long cable and stuff?
And they had a battery life? I brought one to school one time because everyone else had cell phones and I didn't.
So you wanted to feel like you belonged.
I wanted to feel like I belonged.
Not like some inside joke. Yeah.
So
anyway, man, if it is your first time, we want you to check it out. Watch parties, maybe even like in the future. Maybe if you're watching by yourself.
For sure.
Maybe you want to join us for a watch party the next time. If you're a part of a watch party, hey, tell us in the chat. What watch party you're with, who you're hanging out with tonight.
That's right. Take pictures of your watch party, everybody
pictures.
in your group, and send them our way.
Send them
you can
to us.
tag
us, like on Instagram at CCCYTH. Also, we
or you
have
can email us.
You can email. You can like fax
Text
it to us.
Maybe.
You know, if you're from that decade.
You could just send us a picture of your group in the mail if you wanted to.
Mail.
Just snail mail.
Postage stamp required.
For sure.
We have some pictures from our last Youth United watch parties. The first picture is from the Petty John Greenie group. These people went all out.
We had the theme of a luau last month, and these guys did an incredible job.
Not only did they have a ridiculous background, but they also had this like floating toucan in the middle. Like,
he looks like he's seen better days, though.
He has. He's a little bit deflated, but it's fine. Our next group, we have our Lamborn group. Yeah, go back one.
We got the West
Campus. We have the West Campus crew.
They are.
Shout out to the West Campus. As you can see clearly, Ross Geyser did not decorate. This was Rachel Geyser's work all over it. Also, the next group that was already given away, but we have the Lamborn group.
Shout out to Mitch and Julie. You guys are awesome.
I'm falling over. It's fine. They had an amazing watch party.
Why can you
not
stand
up? It's fine. So we had a watch party.
He almost fell and run through 2 people.
Y'all,
are you just excited? It's Youth United.
I'm just so excited, right?
He's just falling down.
I am.
Excited.
I'm falling apart, but it's fine.
The Lamborn
group. Next up, we have another pool party that took place. Can we talk about this for a second?
Yes, great photo op.
Great photo op. I wish that we had done something similar for you and I. That would be amazing. Also, we have our Newburgh campus. We had a middle school group that was meeting together. If you could look real closely at this guy right over here on the far right, Ben Brown is one of our small group leaders. What is that on his head?
Wait, who made all these balloon animals? Because the only animal, this looks like an animal. There's a bunny. I don't know what any of these other things are.
I don't even know.
I don't know. It's not there. It's not there for me.
Animals.
We got one more group to show, though.
One last group. At our last Youth United, we actually gave away a free Hawaiian pizza to the first person who texted something in the chat. And this was that group that actually won. So shout out to you guys. So pay close attention to our Youth United online. You might actually have an opportunity to receive something similar in your group.
For sure. Hey, and maybe you're looking at all these photos and you're thinking to yourself, yo, how are all these people hanging out? How do they get to know each other? How do I get plugged into a group? Listen, we believe here at Youth that groups are where we
grow.
And if you want to be in a group, all you need to do is text the word groups
to the number
812-432-1819.
You make a really good Vanna White.
Vanna White, baby.
Not as pretty, but
is Wheel of Fortune still a thing?
It's still it's old. Man, that show's been on since like.
They still have the same people doing the same show?
I don't know if it's the same people.
Okay.
They may have like.
I don't know. Anyway.
They didn't make it, but anyway.
Keep going. Hey, we are in our series, If You Know, You Know, which we'll be getting to a little bit later. But in this Youth United, again, our theme is Decades. And we've been talking a lot, Joel.
We have.
Lately. And when I say we, I mean our staff and your wife, who has a lot to say about Joel's wardrobe and what Joel wears on a regular basis. Today, you're dressed in a 50s look.
That's right.
This is a good vibe for you. I think you could rock this now a little bit.
Yeah,
but, Joel, I do got to tell you, we've only been talking about your wardrobe so much simply because, number one, we want you to dress cool. We want you to dress cool.
You want me to dress cool.
But
I
also,
don't feel judged at all. This is fine.
Also, Joel, listen, man. Like, you could look good in anything you wore.
Anything.
Okay. Anything.
Anything.
Any decade. Which brings me to our next segment of this Youth United, which is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boom. We are going to try out Joel looking in different costumes, different outfits.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
See what you look like, man. I think you're going to like what you see.
I don't know.
I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. Right now you got the 50s vibe going. Let's do a little bit of a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boom and see what you look like in the 70s.
The 70s. Okay.
In the 70s.
All right.
Here we go. Let's do it. There he is. Yeah. Mr. 70s.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Woo!
Oh, I thought we were going to hold that one.
I like this one.
Yeah, this is good. This is a good look. You stole Logan's hair for this one? This is good.
You know, that's good. It's
really great. Hey, this is a good look, but I think that we're going to fast forward a little bit.
Kick it up a notch?
Let's go to the next decade.
All right, let's see.
80s. No. Not feeling it.
Why not?
No, next. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boom. Do it. Do it. Yes. I can see it. I can see a little bit of a grunge look. Joel, you and I could be in a band together right now.
It's whatever.
What is the name of our grunge 90s
I don't know.
band?
Hey, how about we do this? Type it in the chat what you think our band name should be.
Give us our band name in the chat.
Name.
Be nice.
Be nice. Don't be mean.
Be nice. Joel, this is a good look for you, I will admit.
You like it?
I like it.
I think it's a better look for you.
But I just don't feel like it's you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to just keep going up the decades.
So like today.
Let's go to what you would wear
Let's go today. Let's go to today. All right, ready?
And there's the Joel we all know and love.
I feel good. I feel good.
That's good. That's
I'm like
great.
back in my normal clothes. This is good.
These are your normal clothes.
That's right.
Yes, but Joel,
what?
Buddy, I gotta be honest with you.
So you haven't been before, but you're gonna be now.
I'm a friend, and friends should be honest with each other.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I think it's time to get you ready for this decade.
I am dressed in this decade.
Well, you are dressed for whatever decade Blue's Clues was famous in. That is what you are dressed as most of the time.
Okay, all right. Can you at least somebody show me some love in the chat at least? Come on.
Okay, look, here's the deal, okay? Here's the truth. Your wife reached out to us.
She did.
She did. She loves you. She just wants you to dress a little bit cooler.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
She loves you, just not the way you are.
Wow.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're beautiful just the way you are, except not at all.
She said that we should give you some sort of wardrobe makeover. She just wants you to look a little bit more 2020. You know what I'm saying?
More 2020. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one last Bibbidi Bobbidi Boom.
Okay.
And everyone, we are going to see the new and improved 2020 Joel Hensley. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. I cannot wait.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Do it.
All right. Let's see.
Yes.
Okay.
Joel, this is it. This is
it.
a good vibe for you.
I like it.
I think Maria's gonna like this too.
I was surprised when I knew that you were picking out this whole thing.
Yeah,
but
no, you look comfy.
Yeah.
You look like you're
this
in 2020.
This is the most comfortable hoodie I've ever worn in my whole life.
This is great. This is wonderful.
Amazing.
You gonna wear this the rest of tonight?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll wear it during worship.
Sweet. Speaking of tonight, man, we've got an incredible service planned for you guys. In just a little bit, we're gonna go into a time of worship later on in our service. At the end of our service today, we have a segment that I know you're thrilled about.
I'm so excited because this man made me wear this, so I'm going to make him wear the most ridiculous, disgusting things. On Instagram, we put a poll out of which group of foods and different, like, items to put on his head, basically. So what we're going to do is a segment called Flip It or Wear It, where Ross is going to flip an item, and if he doesn't land it, then it's going to be poured on his head. And guess what? I get to be the one to do it.
This is not fair. This is not okay.
No, it is 100% fair because
right.
you have done nothing but make fun of me the whole time.
Yeah,
so I get to have a little bit of fun myself. So it's going to be amazing.
It is, definitely is. And hey, right now in our service, though, we're going to move into something we've done that I think is a little bit different. We're in this series called If You Know, You Know. And sometimes we've been talking about this as a staff, sometimes it seems as though that's what people think about being a Christian. Some people get it. Some people don't. There's insiders and outsiders.
Or you feel like you're on the outside.
Yeah, sometimes it feels that way.
Yeah.
And so what we decided to do was sit down with some of you guys, some of our students, to discuss what it looks like to be a Christian in 2020. And what I think we'll discover is that we're a lot more on the same playing field than we think. Go ahead and check this out.
Thank you guys so much for coming in and chatting with us today. Like we've said before, we're in this series, If You Know, You Know. And I think for a lot of people, there's a misconception about where certain people are at in their relationship with the Lord, and that there's some people who understand it all, who get it all, and then there's some people who just don't, and they probably never will. So Ross Geiser and I are here today to kind of just talk through some of these topics and what you really feel about your relationship with God, what you know or think you know maybe about heaven and the Bible and things like that. Ross, you want to kick us off with kind of our first question, and we'll kind of just get it started.
Yeah, absolutely. So just like you said, I think it's cool to be able to sit down and have these conversations, because sometimes it may feel like we're all in these like different places in our lives, but a lot of times when we're able to just sit down and talk about it, we can realize just how much we're kind of on the same page. So I want to start off with something kind of simple, and I just wanted to ask your all's opinions in your own life, and be honest about this. If you had to kind of rate how much you know about God and just his entirety, everything about him, on like a scale of 1 to 10, what would you guys say for yourselves?
For me, I would say, like, on an everyday basis, it would be, like, obviously changing, because there will be some days where I feel super connected and, like, can hear, like, what God is telling me, and it could be, like, a 7 or an 8, and it's all amazing, but there's some days when I just don't feel as connected, and I'm down, and it's, like, a 4 or 5, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? So, for me, it's, like, everything connected to it is just widely varying from day to day. But usually it's in the range between like a 5 and a 7 on how well I like know God and feel connected to him.
Yeah.
On Sundays, some days, I'm like, I feel low because I'm like, what is God doing with my life? Like, what's my purpose? And like, what's his plans for me? And like, I don't understand. Like, why am I like here? Like,
when's maybe the last time you felt that way, Sarah?
Well, it was probably quarantine, because like we're not coming here, so like you kind of have to do your own thing on your own, so it's kind of hard, and it's like I have to do it on my own, so, and then like you just don't feel like it, you just want to watch Netflix all day. And so kind of just have to like be in the mood to worship, which is not a good thing. You should always be in the mood, but like I feel like once everything starts back up, it'll get better.
Yeah. That's really interesting that you mentioned that, because I think that's how a lot of people feel sometimes, is that it's the church and it's the people around them and having good friendships and things like that that are keeping the fire burning or keeping them close to God. And sometimes, though, things happen. We talked about this, Garrett, like you're going to be moving soon or going to college and may not be in your same situation around the same people. What then does your faith stand on, right? What are you grounded on then? If you're an 8 now, can you say that you're safe to say like, hey, I'll be an 8 when I graduate? A lot of times we have to ask that question, like, will I be able to keep my faith going despite things in my life changing? That's really good, Sarah. That's important to think about. Next question, we were just thinking, about the Bible. I feel like for so many people, you become a Christian, or maybe you've been going to church for a really long time, and the idea of reading the Bible seems such like a big like task. You're like, wait a second, I'm supposed to be a Christian. I'm supposed to know this thing, but you seen how many pages are in this? Like, how am I supposed to read? Or a lot of times I do this a lot. I'll start the beginning of the year and I go, this is the year, Ross. You're going to read the whole Bible in 1 year. It's going to happen. And 3 months in, I'm like, dang it. Sometimes 3 days in, I'm like, I'm not doing what I said I was going to do. And you feel behind. So the question really is this: how much do you feel like you really know about the Bible?
I would say probably like a 2 or a 3. The thing that helps me most is being in a small group where we have people that are reading every day. And if we have questions, we just like screenshot it or take a picture and we send it to our group chat, and we all just kind of dive in and help each other, like take it piece by piece.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Probably like a 4.
Okay. And why would you say a 4?
Because like you said, at the beginning of the year, I'll make it like my New Year's resolution to get through a certain part of it. Nice one.
But what? Yeah, no, I like it. What do you think happens though that causes us to not do what we set out to do?
Anything can be a distraction from it, really.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I feel like I don't know very much, so it'd probably be like a 2 or a 3. And I can pull things like out of my head and have part of what I need, and then be able to go look it up, which is something that is very good to have. But like, I don't have anything memorized. And for me, I feel like the problem is when I go to read my Bible and do a devotional, it becomes more of a chore. Wow. And that's something that I really struggle with, getting off like the chore cycle, because it shouldn't be, but it becomes one for me. So like that in turn creates something that I don't know very much about, because I don't want to do it because it seems like a chore when it obviously should not be. So that's something I've been working on.
Anybody identify with that? Sometimes it feel like reading the Bible is a chore.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Because sometimes people make you feel like you have to do it, and you should do it, but like you should make it feel like you want to do it, not like you have to do it.
It's probably low for me too, because like I've been going to Crossroads since like I was like really little, and like we called it like Suntown, and like they would teach us like the like David and Goliath, and like just like stories, and like you got like the story part of it, like they'd act it out and you'd see that side of it. But then like once I hit middle school, I was like, well, I don't really like, I know the stories, but I don't know like the details, and like I don't know like all the stories between. And like if someone told me like something about like a big subject, I couldn't tell them where it is, like I would have no idea. So like for me, like I would try to like start to read my Bible, but then it get hard, become a chore, and it's just
Yeah. I think what you guys are speaking to is nothing weird. It's not a concept that's weird to the world, even outside of the church. You know, all of us, we have friends that we know that are close to us, but probably far from God. But they would see your life, Sarah, and go, well, you know about the Bible, right? But yet you rate yourself at a 2 or a 3, right? And that's not to say that there isn't, obviously, we all have room to grow. We all have, you know, we can get to that 4 or 5. We can get to that 7, 8. We can get there, you know. But why do you think it is that people just assume that we know more than we actually know? And why is it, maybe this is a 2-part question, and why is it that maybe when we think we know everything, we really don't know anything? Why do you think that is?
I feel like as a Christian, the stigma has just been given off that, like, if you are a Christian, you're supposed to read your Bible, you're supposed to know everything that's supposed to come with it, but you don't, and you just never will. So when you get into a situation, then you think you know, because it kind of has been told you your whole life you're supposed to, and you should, but you just don't. So you get into the situation and realize, oh no, I don't know what I'm doing because I haven't really learned it yet. And you just learn as you go. I feel like it's something that you just kind of pick up and just run with.
What would you guys say to those people? And these could be close friends, family members, or maybe just people you know at school, or just the strangers in your life that you know may look at you this way. What would you guys say to the people that look at your life and think, well, they have it all together. They've got it figured out. Their life is perfect. What would you guys say to them?
I would tell them that I have a lot of issues and problems, and like everyone does, so it's kind of unavoidable to not have them. But the difference between me and a person who is not Christian is I have something stronger to rely on and fall back on when I face an issue. So rather than having nothing to hang on to other than worldly things, I've this ginormous help on my side that I can immediately fall back onto and have the peace of knowing I'm not ever going to be alone on this, even though it may seem like a huge problem. It won't be in the future because this help is on my side.
That's so good. You're preaching right now. My goodness. I love that idea. I mean, what you're saying is it's not that I'm so good. It's that my God is so good. And I love that verse that talks about actually we can boast about our weaknesses. That sometimes that, when we're weak, we're actually strong. But yet, why do we as Christians still have this struggle to put up this front that we're perfect, that we have it all together? Why do we do that? Is there more to it than that? Do y'all see that? Do you see other Christians maybe doing that, and you just want to go hey, stop, no one's that good? I don't know. Do y'all feel that way sometimes?
Yeah, or you see somebody at youth and you know their school life, but then they're a whole new person at church, and it's oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the things I've experienced most is people are well, you go to church, so that means you must be perfect. But I feel like I go to church because I'm broken, and I know that I'm broken, and I acknowledge that. So I go to a church that has a God that heals and He helps, and when I do feel broken, I can fall back on that. And that's something that I hold on to the most.
Wow.
Is it ever just so, exhausting to think about in our lives that sometimes this as Scripture calls it at times, this race, this relationship with Jesus, do you guys ever struggle with kind of thinking man, is it worth running it? Do I want to continue on in this? I feel exhausted, or I feel hurt, or I feel broken. So do you guys think that it's worth running it? Do you struggle with that thought sometimes?
And for me, I have a good friend group, and we all go to youth here. So anytime I feel down or anything, I have my friends that help me and bring me back up. And I would if my friend was down, I'd help her too. So it's kind of good for me. But I also see other kids that go to their youth group but really have a bad friend group, and I want to try to get them in our be friends and I don't know, fit, get in a group that's good for them, and they can be themselves around. So I'm glad I have good friends.
Most of the time, whenever I think about what life really is, I always think of a race, but I always think there's a brick wall, and you have to just go straight through it, and straight through another one, and another one. Yeah. And it's oh, you should be at this point by this age. It's well, I gotta keep pushing forward because I'm not there quite yet. Or just different problems that you gotta get through. And sometimes you gotta walk, sometimes you gotta sprint as fast as you can.
That's good.
I feel in a lot of times in a race, you want to be first, but in this race, it's all about getting there together instead of wanting to be there first or looking to see who's behind you or who's in front of you. It's wanting to get everyone there together.
That's so good. Literally, we just finished.
Nice.
You guys, for the past 5 minutes, have been reading almost word for word certain things that I've got written in my notes.
Yeah, that is awesome. Holly, that is spot on to exactly what I think we're really driving at. Because in this life, you have to ask this question: what does the finish line actually look like? Are there any finished Christians that are still alive and still on the earth? What's the answer? Are you finished? No. Justice, are you finished? But how many people view you that way and go, you're the complete package? I'm not. And how many people would look at Ross or I and just think to themselves well, they're pastors, they got it all together. We don't. I just had a little baby and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm lost, okay? She has wrecked all my plans, all my life, in the best way possible. And I just feel that that's the way that it is. We're all a work in progress, and we're not done till we leave this earth or Jesus comes back. That's such a good reminder. Do we have anything else we wanna say there, or we wanna ask?
It was awesome being able to talk to you guys, and for all of you guys, whether you're at a watch party, joining us at the West Campus, wherever you're at watching this, we just want to remind you guys that even in this conversation, we hope that you've been able to just find some connecting points with that, and we want you guys to be able to find time to just discuss some of these very same questions together. But I'd love to end by reading the actual verses that we were talking about with this running this race, because again, it's so easy to determine what our life looks like based off of those that we think has it all together, just by how they look. We think that we've got to do this certain amount of work to reach this point, or we think, man, I'm never going to get there, I'm never going to do enough, I'm never going to be good enough. But I want to remind you what these verses say. It's in Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, and it says this: "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up." And it says right here, "And let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. We do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith. Because of the joy awaiting him, he endured the cross, disregarding its shame. Now he is seated in the place of honor beside God's throne." So I just want to encourage you guys. It says that in these verses that you're never going to read it in any translation of the Bible and hear, oh, finishing first, oh, beating this person, oh, getting ahead of that person, oh, knocking this person out of the way. No, it's just about the race itself. I mean, you can run all the way to the finish line and beat everybody, I guess, but there's going to be so much growth, so much encouragement, so many things and people in our lives that we're going to miss along the way just so that we can get ahead or finish first. So I want to encourage you guys with that it's about running the race, and it's about running it together, like we talked about in these combos that we've had here, and just the fact that we're sitting here together talking about Jesus and how we can learn more about him. This race is not meant to be run alone. It's meant to be run together, and we want to encourage you guys with that. So we're going to put some discussion questions on the screen. We encourage you guys, if you're in a group, to pair off into just pairs, just two, maybe three of you, depending on how many numbers you have. If you're watching just by yourself at your house or in your car, wherever you're at, throw some of these answers to these questions up in the chat. We just encourage you guys to take a moment to just be vulnerable and transparent with your groups and your leaders, with yourself in answering these questions. So we're going to throw those on the screen. We're going to give you guys about 5 minutes to answer those. And yeah, we just encourage you, just be vulnerable in this moment.
Peace like a river, wash over me. Immerse me in water as deep as the sea. Hide me in love, your healing embrace. Peace like a river, wash over me. As I worship your majesty, I worship your holy name. Jesus, my everything, and all that I am is yours. Come on, sing, come Holy Spirit. Come Holy Spirit, rain down on me. Break open the heavens and drench the unseen. And pour out your presence as I pour out your praise. Come Holy Spirit. Lord, have your way as I worship your majesty. I worship your holy name. Jesus, my everything, and all that I am is yours as I worship your majesty. I worship your holy name. Jesus, my everything, and all that I am is yours. So open the heavens and fling wide the gates. Flood every heart with mercy and pour out your presence. Inhabit our praise as we cry, holy, holy. And open the heavens and fling wide the gates. Flood every heart with mercy and pour out your presence. Inhabit our praise as we cry, holy, holy. Open the heavens and fling wide the gates. Flood every heart with mercy. And pour out your presence. Inhabit our praise as we cry, holy, holy. As we cry, holy, holy. Lord, send revival. Lord, send it now. A move of your spirit, heaven break. Come now in power and cover this land like you've done it before. Would you do it again? Come on. 'Cause Lord, send revival. Lord, send it now. A move of your spirit, heaven break out. Come now in power and cover this land like you've done it before. Would you do it again? Lord, send revival. Lord, send it now. A move of your spirit, heaven break out. Come now in power, cover this land like you've done hearts in and now. A move of your spirit, heaven break out and come now in power. Cover this land like you've done it before. Would you do it again? Oh, would you do it again? We surrender everything, God. I open up my heart to you. I open up my heart to you now. So do what only you can. Jesus, have your way in me now. Come on, sing it. I open up my heart. We surrender to you, God. So do what only you can do, yeah. Jesus, Jesus, have your way in me now. I open up my heart to you, yeah. I open up my heart to you now. So do what only you can. Jesus, have your way in me now. 'Cause all I want is to live within your love, be undone by who you are. My desire is to know you deeper, Lord. I will open up again, put my fears into. I am desperate for a touch of it.
Awesome, man. What an awesome time of worship, guys. This has been just amazing. The service, the discussion, Joel and Ross and all they've done so far and what's to come. I'm just excited for it, and they've just had a lot of personalities going on tonight. But, man, we've got still a lot of fun yet to come. But I would just love to take a moment to pray for us before we move on. So wherever you're at, unless you're driving in your car right now, please just bow your heads with me and let's say a prayer together. God, we thank you so much just for the opportunity to be with one another, whether we're gathering in homes, whether we're gathering at church, whether we're sitting in a parking lot or on our back porch or wherever we're at right now. God, we thank you for the opportunity to be together, to meet together, and for the fact that we're not forced to stop meeting, that we're not in this place where we're not allowed to meet together, that you've given us this opportunity in these beautiful moments to just be with one another and share in fellowship, God. So we thank you for that. We thank you for each and every one of these students and their leaders, and we pray that we can continue to learn that this race that we are running is not meant to be run alone. It's not meant to be run the fastest or the most powerful, but it's meant to be run together. So God, we just give ourselves to you. We give this night to you, and we just thank you for everything, for all that you do for us and for your son, Jesus, because it's all because of him that we're here, that we're living and that we're breathing. So we thank you, Lord, and we just praise you. We ask all this in your name. Amen. Hey, well, we're going to send things back over to Ross and Joel, who have got some special treats in store. So let's head back over to them.
Thanks so much for that, Ross. We're so excited for the rest of the service tonight. We are going to spend some time with our newest segment that I like to call Flip It or Wear It. Ross, how excited are you for this segment?
Really excited.
Clearly you are excited. For those of you who have not been following along with us on Instagram, we have this challenge that we put on Instagram with 4 different options that we could choose from, and these items are going to be flipped, and if Ross does not make it, that item will then be poured on top of his head, and luckily I get the privilege of being the one to do it. So let's show the options of what we got.
It's really annoying how excited you are about this.
I'm so excited. You can't even imagine. So option number 1 was this. Balanced breakfast. We have some orange juice, some maple syrup. We got cornflakes. We have some egg beaters. We have iced coffee. All those things sound really nice, right? Especially when they're poured on your head. Option number 2, we had backyard barbecue. We have some flour. We have some Sweet Baby Ray's.
Why are these the worst photos of me of all time?
Beans. Are there really any good ones? I mean, beans and Hellman's mayonnaise. We got Coca-Cola. Y'all, this one is a mess, okay? Option number 3, we have barf bucket. We have cream corn in honor of my good friend Cringy Curtis. We have some turkey stovetop dressing. We have ranch dressing, which, Ross, how much of a fan are you of ranch dressing?
I like it just a little bit more than Satan.
Okay, this is a very divisive subject. In the chat, tell us if you like ranch dressing or not. Yes, the answer
ranch
is yes.
Ranch is the worst.
No, if you are from the Midwest, it is a plus all the way 100%.
If you like ranch, I'm secretly judging you.
But it's okay because I get to dump it on your head potentially. So, also we have gravy, which what meal do you not want to have gravy with? And then if you get all these things combined, then you definitely need some Pepto-Bismol. So that is option number 3, barf bucket. And the last one, number 4, is Big Baby, which is exactly what Ross Langston is being right now.
Stop it.
Literally Big Baby. So we have baby oil, we have some milk, we have some baby food, we have some baby powder, and in honor of your first baby, Desi Rose, we have some pink glitter. Everybody say in the chat if you think that this is going to be the one, right?
Glitter is the worst thing.
It will never come out of your hair. It will be literally stuck to you forever. So I really kind of hope that it's that one. Just kidding, because guess what? Drum roll. It is number 4. You guessed it. Number 4 is the answer.
Drum roll, it is. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm too excited. I just can't wait.
Shortest drum roll of all time.
It is the shortest drum roll of all time, but I just cannot wait. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with...
Wait, everyone voted on 4?
On 4.
We're just going right into it?
We're just going right in.
We're starting with milk?
We're just going
it's cold.
Right in, everybody. Number 4 started
cold,
with
Joel.
Milk. But
Let
you know
it be
what?
The last thing.
No.
I'm gonna be freezing.
It's gonna be the greatest thing. Here, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and take your mic for just a sec. Or
Stop
it. Okay. All right. So, put it in the chat if you think that he can make this. All right. If you think he can make the milk, if he can flip it successfully.
This is so heavy.
Come on, everybody who's in the room, give it up for Ross. Come on, can you do it?
Okay.
I think you can. Maybe. Let's see. 3,
so heavy.
2, 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Oh man, this is so tough. This is so hard. Like, I'm so upset by this. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. But if hold on, I've got to still, I think I'm still missing some. We're supposed to dump the whole thing, right? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to work. Oh my goodness. You are doing so well, buddy. Just be better. Just be better. Okay, so we've got number 1 out of the way. Second one that we have is, you guessed it, it is baby food, which, for the record, just to give you an example of what some of these things are, we have apple. Okay, applesauce, if you can see this right here. Next up, we have some yellow carrots, which who doesn't want yellow carrots, not orange? And then we also, lastly, have this beautiful mixture of sweet potato, banana, and orange. Okay, and since you can't flip glass bottles, we're gonna do this little plastic bottle instead. All right, so just take a look at that.
All mixed in there?
These are all mixed together. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Sounds like a really, really good meal for you to eat, right? Okay. Shout out in the chat if you think that he can flip the baby food, all right? I don't know. I'm hoping that you're able to flip it. Just kidding. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, flip. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. And you know what? This little opening is not quite gonna do it for me. I'm gonna have to open that up and oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it looks so nutritious though. Oh my goodness. Let's get you in the current decade here. Ross with this. Oh yes, there we go. How's it taste, bud? Is it good?
It tastes like old applesauce.
Old applesauce. There we go, everyone. There we go. That's option number 2 here. And next up, this one is probably my favorite of all time, everyone. We have, that's right, glitter. What? Pink glitter, everyone. This is like my favorite. This will never, ever, ever get out. I'm sorry, what? Oh, okay. So here we go. We've got pink glitter, everyone. In the room, let's give him a little bit of a shout out in the room. Give him some encouragement. In the chat, give him some encouragement for the pink glitter. Do it for Desi Rose, okay? Do you think you can do it? You are 0 for 2. Can you make this third one, Ross? Maybe. Okay. All right. Let's see. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm so incredibly sorry. Oh my goodness, this pink glitter. Let's see, it says easy to use, so it must be easy to just open this top, because there's these little holes, but I'm like, I think I'd rather just take the lid off. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna feel so good. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at you. You look beautiful. Look at that. Give him a shout out in the chat, everybody. Looking all sparkly today. Man, you are making a statement. You are always one for statement pieces with what you wear, and that is one to put on the record. Don't swallow it. It's not good. It's not good for your health. It's not. No, that's a bad idea. Last up, everyone, we have baby oil. That's correct, baby oil. I don't know if you can do this, but let's try it anyway. Let's just see. Let's see if he can do it. All right. A little bit of a shout out in the chat. Give him some faith. Give him some encouragement today. Everybody, send up maybe a little bit of a prayer for him today. Some encouragement. All right. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And let's do it in 3, 2, 1. He did not strengthen you enough, but he increases the power of the weak. You know what? Sometimes you just need to be anointed with oil. The Lord will do that to you sometimes. You know, it's so refreshing. The oil of the Lord, just let it wash over you and soothe your soul. Oh, man. He anoints my head with oil. Praise the Lord. Oh, last up, you know, sometimes you just need some extra encouragement, some smell good stuff, you know. Baby powder is just really the just puts it over the edge, you know what I mean? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this one for last. Ross, let's see if you can do this one. This one, my friend, is the last one. Okay, this is icing on the cake. This is the final countdown. Ready? So give him some encouragement in the chat. With baby powder, he has not gotten a single one of these. But you know what? The Lord has never failed, and he won't start now. Let's go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, flip. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. You know what? Even when we fail, the Lord will never fail us. And he will just always encourage us and just make us smell way better than we actually are. Oh, wow, this is impressive. Should I keep going? I don't know. What do you say in the room? Should I keep going? It does smell good. Oh my goodness. Give him some encouragement in the chat. Give him Give him some thumbs up in the chat. Man, we have had a blast. Have you had a good time, Ross?
What?
You were talking to the Lord. You're having some words with the Lord. Oh man, it has been such a great night with us all together tonight. If you're in a watch party, make sure to tell us in the chat. Take some pics, send them to us our way. Thank you so much for joining us. And if it is your first time with us, make sure to text the word FIRST to 812-432-1819. And if you're not in a group, maybe you're not been at a watch party before, text the word GROUPS to that same number, 812-432-1819. And as we always say here at Youth, whether you feel like you're the best Christian or the worst, whether you've been coming here for years or tonight is your first, we want you to know two things: that you belong here, and we want you to keep coming back. Have a great night. We'll see you back here next month, guys.